right, welcome. We're going to get started here in just a few minutes. We'll give people a few minutes to join. So we're going to do a little bit of a different format today. We're going to do a live stream. So like I said, just give a few more seconds here for people to join, and the stream will be starting very soon. Maybe if you can hear me okay, just let me know in the chat. Just say okay. We'll give it another 25 seconds or so, and we'll jump right into today's video. Hope everyone had a great day today. All right, so we're going to get started. And today is a daily market review. Welcome back on The Pursuit of Wealth. It's Wednesday, February 10th. It's Rod with Powell Group. And in today's video, we're going to discuss Uber and their earnings reaction. Their earnings just came out. We'll go over some market moving news and events, and we'll look at the Uber stock in detail and then some individual analysis and the overall broader market. So before we jump into today's content, make sure to smash the like and consider subscribing to the channel. It shows me some support. So we'll go over the market moving news here now. So Uber losses narrow as delivery growth outpaces fall in ride sharing. So we did have a little bit narrow loss, but we had a miss on both EPS and revenue. So they were forecasting 56 cents expected, came in just under at 54 cents. And revenue 3.17 billion versus 3.58 billion expected. So stock is down here after hours, and we'll bring that up here in just a moment. We also saw that Fed Chair Powell says rates will stay low for a while, citing bleak jobs in the picture. So attributing the job growth and issues there as potential to keep rates lower, and needs to see the jobs start to trend lower. So the initial jobless claims will be out tomorrow as well. So that'll be important to be watching for tomorrow. So unusual first day rallies in SPACs raise bubble concern. Every single one of them has gone up. So a lot of people talking and speculating about bubbles and pretty much everything being in a bubble. And I tend to agree. We also saw a little bit of a bubble today in the cannabis space. So cannabis stocks soar as Reddit crowd spike GameStop jumps in. Tilray surges 25%. And we had huge gains in the cannabis space, but I'll do another video on that here a little bit later on for the Canada and the US cannabis space. So we'll jump into Uber here. So we were down after hours. I'll just bring up the 5-minute chart. So we did have a bearish reaction to those earnings. We were down to $60.70, which is the low of after hours, and we shot right back up. So we're seeing some whipsaws and just uncertainty after hours here. We'll want to see how it opens tomorrow during regular trading hours. But this stock has been on an absolute tear since the $47.15 low. Just in 8 trading days, we're up over about 35%. So we did have a daily bull flag that confirmed, and looks like we did break our low here, the higher low pattern, by a few cents. But we did have increasing bull volume, and like I said, the earnings likely going to favor a bearish reaction going into tomorrow, but we'll continue to monitor that during after hours and pre-market tomorrow. But taking a look at the monthly chart, so the monthly chart's in an uptrend. We had a little mini higher low here, and it ended up being a monthly bull flag. So I'm very bullish on this stock long term, even though earnings missed. I'm still very bullish on the stock. You can see when we were consolidating there on the weekly, we did lose the weekly higher lows, and ultimately bulls bought the dip and saved EMA 12. So EMA 12 there on the weekly acting as nice support. But at this point, we're in a daily uptrend, and in order for bears to take over and show any sign of momentum, we need to, at the very least, lose the daily uptrend, and we need to be monitoring the hourly chart. If we lose the hourly uptrend, then the daily bounce will be over at that point. So we'll be watching the low of today, tomorrow, and the hourly uptrend. So we'll look at the weekly chart for Uber. You can see that we did dip below the 10-week moving average, provided a nice buying opportunity. And the MACD and stochastic did cross bearish as well. So we had three major indicators that were flashing bearish signs, and we ran up into earnings. So the possibility of a sell-off, we'll be watching 54.29, which is the 10-week moving average. If we lose that going into this end of this week, I'd be extremely concerned. And like I said, the MACD and stochastic are bullish again. So we want to see that finish bullish this week, and we want to see it close above 54.29 to remain confident swinging this weekend. So on the moving averages, we only have the 50 weekly defined, and it's all the way down at $38, so a ways away. Taking a look at the daily moving averages, we have the 50-day moving average down at 53.97, so that's a possible level of support if we do see a significant sell-off tomorrow during regular trading hours. We do want to see how it reacts tomorrow during regular trading hours though. And we have the VWAP and the 20-period weekly moving average down here at $48.50 roughly, which lines up well with that weekly high or low as well. So if you are looking to get an entry, maybe you're waiting for weekly consolidation, maybe you're waiting for significant daily consolidation to load up. But at this point, we are overextended. There's a gap in the chart down here around 52.90. And we also have the 50 and the 20-day moving average all the way down here at 55. So I could see if we have a bearish earnings reaction tomorrow during regular trading hours, I could see us heading to the $55 area. But other than that, the stock is in blue sky breakout, all-time highs. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. So other than that, we'll take a look at some other stocks here, the bull and bear list. So on the bear list, we had C-Day, Riot, Space, DDD, DFLY. Apparently, Jeremy, a member in Power Group, let us know that it was halted today due to volatility. But I've seen stocks drop more than 15-20% and not get halted. So I found that one a little odd today. Maybe let us know in the comments below if you had any other information on that. But on the bull list, we had Dash, NEXE, CWeb, Uber, ABNB, AMC, GME, and BYND were up as well. So we're seeing AMC, GME, the short targeted names, get a bit more attention. But obviously attention has left those and gone to the cannabis space at the moment. So that's pretty much all we have. Tesla was weak today, closed down over 5%. So that's notable, very, very weak compared to the overall broader market and the S&P 500. We do have support down at 780.10. So if we do lose 800 psychological, that's going to be significant momentum shift and all about that 780.10 support. But you can see here we are in a daily downtrend now. We had resistance at 878, 880 and 878. So yeah, 880. We hit a high of 877.77 a couple of days ago, and we broke the low here of 833.42. So we had a lower high and lower low. That confirms a daily downtrend after having lost the daily uptrend. So we lost the uptrend, then we confirmed a daily downtrend here. And all about that 780 support. So moving on, big tech was just weak today. Apple down. We had, let's just check in on a couple other names. Amazon. Down about the same 0.5%. Google down about 0.5%. Or sorry, up 0.5%. So Google standing out. And just take a look at Microsoft. Down almost 0.5%. So definitely seeing some weakness in big tech today. We'll check in on SPYs. So Bitcoin started its daily consolidation today as well, and that gave us a little bit of an early heads up. And that Potentially SPY could as well. And this morning when crypto was selling off, we saw metals were selling off, stocks were selling off, individual tickers were selling off. So the whole market was moving in unison today. And if your stock or your ticker was doing well and closed up very, very strong today, then it's obviously doing very well and going against the grain and the overall trend in the market. But we did lose the low of yesterday, and at this point is still a potential daily bull flag on SPY. So we need to see follow through from the bears tomorrow, and we need to see hourly trend changes as well for bulls. If we're bulls, we want to see hourly trend changes to be confident that the daily higher low is set, and there's no hourly trend change yet. You can see here this moves all off the low, so low, high, we are forming a higher low. So we need to form one compared to 387.51 and then break resistance up at 391.06. That will confirm an hourly uptrend. And we are saving EMA 12 there into the end of the day. But if you look at most names, most were correlated to SPY and just tracking it for most of the day. And QQQ pretty much the exact same. We lost the low of yesterday, so daily consolidation underway. Need to get back into hourly uptrends though to be confident in the bulls, and that this is just another dip to buy. So DXY again continues its daily consolidation, looking to set a lower wick here. Got about 2 hours and 8 minutes left, so just looking for a daily higher low compared to 90.04, and we're still in a daily uptrend, just looking for that daily higher low. And if we do pull back a little bit more, if we do test that 90.04, come close to it, just be cautious of a potential head and shoulders on the daily as well. So with that, we'll just take a quick look at US oil. Closed pretty much flat on the day. Oil didn't start its daily consolidation, so that was notable. Silver started daily consolidation, looking to bounce off EMA 12. Gold didn't start daily consolidation, so a little bit stronger. And we'll just check in on some sectors here as well. So IWM closed down, did break the low of yesterday. So again, the more names and more sectors that we see break the lows of yesterday, the more confident we are as bears. So Bitcoin started daily consolidation, needs to change to a 4-hour uptrend. SPY started daily consolidation, QQQ, IWM, and they all need to change the hourly back to an uptrend. SMH, semiconductors, broke the low of yesterday as well. So we're seeing more and more names break the low of yesterday. TAN, solar sector, same deal. XBI down over 2%, one of the weaker sectors. And obviously daily consolidation underway. XHB, home builders, same deal. A little bit of a lower wick there. XLE standing out here, up almost 2%. So definitely our strongest sector. And that's not surprising given the strength in oil these past few weeks and months, but I did want to highlight this once again, that we do have this monthly resistance line from all the way back at the all-time highs, and that's coming into play here at around $60, and then we have resistance at 65.62. So we are getting a little extended. We're overbought on the weekly, so we haven't formed a weekly higher low in quite some time. We haven't formed a daily higher low, so chances of us just blowing through that resistance is very slim in my opinion. And we likely need to cool off, set a daily higher low compared to 51.66, maybe around the 55 or 53 area on those EMAs. But XLE doing really well today. Closed near the high of the day. Resistance at $45. XLF Financial closed exactly flat. Didn't break the low of yesterday, so that's notable. Again, we want to see more names. XLRE, the real estate sector, didn't break the low of yesterday. So again, we want to see more names break the low of yesterday. The more that break their lows, the more we are going to see prolonged consolidation in SPY. XLV didn't break the low of yesterday, so the healthcare sector. So again, hourly uptrends are going to be key going into tomorrow. That's pretty much all I have for you guys today. Thanks again for joining us on the Pursuit of Wealth for a daily market recap. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe to the channel.